Finally, today I'm making my Queen Poppy Trolls hat. You will need number 4 medium weight yarn. The color is hot pink. Using a 5mm crochet hook, we are first going to begin by making a magic circle. Then we will chain 3. Now we will loop our yarn around to make a circle. We will insert our crochet hook and pull up a loop. We will yarn over and pull through 2 loops. We will yarn over, insert into the magic circle again, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through the last 3 loops. There is our first cluster stitch. Here's another cluster stitch. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, insert into the magic circle, pull through those 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through the last 3 loops. We will be making a total of 10 cluster stitches in this magic circle. We will now pull our yarn tail tight to close the circle. Then we are going to make a slip stitch in the first cluster stitch from that round. We will chain 3. Now for row number 2, we are going to make 2 cluster stitches into each stitch around. Then we will slip stitch to our first cluster stitch and chain 3. For row number 3, we are going to do 2 cluster stitches in the first stitch and then 1 cluster stitch in the next. Then we will do 2 cluster stitches in the next stitch and then 1 cluster stitch in the next. And we are going to repeat this all the way around. Slip stitch to the first cluster stitch, chain 3. We will do 2 cluster stitches in this first stitch, and then 1 cluster stitch in the next 2 stitches. Then we will do 2 cluster stitch in the next, and then 1 cluster stitch in the next 2 stitches. Then 2 cluster stitch in the next stitch, and then 1 cluster stitch in the next 2 stitches. We are going to repeat this all the way around. Then we will slip stitch to our first cluster stitch, chain 3. We will now work 1 cluster stitch into each stitch around. We are going to work 1 cluster stitch into each stitch around for a total of 9 rows. Finishing up with row number 9, we will slip stitch, chain 1. We will make 2 single crochets in the first stitch and 1 single crochet in the next, then 2 single crochet in the next and 1 single crochet. We are going to complete this pattern around until we meet the beginning. Then we will slip stitch to our first single crochet, and we are going to cut our yarn. Now we are going to add our baby pink. We are going to chain 1 and we are going to make 1 half double crochet into each stitch around. Then we will slip stitch to our first half double crochet. Then we will chain 1 and we will do 1 half double crochet into each stitch around. We are going to do this for a total of 4 rows for our baby pink yarn. Now finishing up with row number 4 of our half double crochet, we are going to slip stitch, chain 1, and we will fasten off our baby pink yarn. Now our hat part is finished. Moving on to our ears, with our baby pink yarn, we are going to chain 1 and make a magic circle. We will make 4 half double crochets in this magic circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to chain 1, pull our circle tight, turn our work, and we are going to do 2 half double crochet into each stitch. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will chain 1, turn our work. We are going to make 2 half double crochets in this first stitch, inserting underneath the X of the where we would normally go. 2 stitches, 1, 2 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet in the next, 2 half double crochet, and then 1 half double crochet in the last. We will chain 2. We are going to make 1 double crochet in the first stitch, and then we are going to make 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. Then we are going to make a double crochet, another double crochet, and then a triple crochet in the same stitch. Then we will make a triple crochet in the next stitch, then a double crochet and another double crochet. Then we will make 1 single crochet in the last 3 stitches. We will chain 1 and fasten off our work, leaving a long tail to sew on our hat. Now we will make our second ear. After completing the second ear, one of them will be folded over to make a left ear, and then one will be the right ear. Now, grabbing a binder, this is a standard binder, we are going to take our hot pink yarn, and I'm going to wrap it around the binder multiple times. This is for our yarn hair. Now we will cut at the very bottom all of our yarn. We will set that aside, and now grabbing our hat, we are going to insert our hook, and we are going to pull each yarn through, making a knot. We will now cut the yarn pieces into 3 sections, and this is for the bangs. Now getting our green yarn, we are going to insert with a slip stitch, and we are going to single crochet into each stitch around. Then we will slip stitch, chain 1, and fasten off. We will pull this through, pull tight on the yarn. We are going to knot it. Then we will pull the yarn through to the inside of the hat. And we will cut our yarn tails. Now we are going to add our bangs to the front of the hat. So right underneath the green headband that we just made, we are going to grab our yarn bangs, the short ones that we just cut, and we're going to attach them by pulling it through and making a knot just like we did for the other yarn. Now we have attached all of our bangs. Here is the brush that I use. It is a cat brush that I get at Walmart. It has the metal bristles. Straighten out your yarn and move the headband out of the way. You do not want to snag the green. And we will just brush this slowly and carefully, not too hard. It's kind of time consuming, but the result is totally worth it. Then we will add a hairband, and after that just go over the top of that to make sure that everything is brushed out very nicely. Then to do our bangs, we'll flip our hat over. Now we will attach our ears. Using our yarn needle, we are going to start by attaching the ear, and we will sew this right on. Attach the other ear, and then the ending of our hat, we are going to weave in the end of that yarn tail. Now, I use this hot glue gun that I get from Amazon, and here is my Queen Poppy headband, and I'm just going to use the hot glue to attach it to our green headband. This headband, it is felt and it also has iron on, and this will be available to purchase on my website at MariaHeartsYarn.co. And here is our hat. Thank you so much for watching.